Okay, let's see what we got. More attractive than you think. Let's go, fellas. What's going on, fellas? What's going on? We alive. We alive, fellas. All right, a little bit late, man. All right, about 15 minutes late. All right, guys, but we are here. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. All right, fellas, if you are tuning in, I appreciate you. All right, guys. So, what we are gonna do today, all right, fellas, what we are gonna do today. Let me fix the camera angle a little bit. All right, guys, let's get it. Let's get it. All right, fellas, you are more attractive than you think. All right, guys, you are more attractive than you think. Fellas, I see a lot of guys, man, a lot of guys who don't understand, man, that they are a lot more attractive than they understand. All right, fellas. And I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm gonna be honest. This is something that I cannot be a hypocrite and tell you that I have not went through before. All right, fellas. And if you see the light changing, guys, that's the light system in my living room. It's motion signal. All right, guys. But yeah, man, you are more attractive than you think, fellas. You are more attractive than you think, guys. Before we get into it, fellas, before we get into it, all right, guys, and before I help you understand yourself more, before I help you out with this confidence, guys, all right, um, I want to highlight something that I'm very proud of, very proud of. So this past week, as you guys know, I do have my own fragrance, the top tier fragrance. We got two fragrances right now: the top tier Charisma, also the top tier Superman. And last week, as you guys know, I'm doing my lives every single Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Time. And last week, we did a live on Saturday. And that next Sunday, bro, I want to say I must have had about, man, 50 orders come in within 12 hours. All right. Now, that may not sound like a big deal to you, but for a brand new fragrance brand, bro, that is big for me. I was not expecting that. So, uh, besides the prior orders, man, we had to go ahead and re-up, restock. So I'm actually in the process of now of sending out all of the orders for the past week. All right, guys, just sent out about 30 bottles yesterday. So I got a lot more bottles to send out on Monday. All right, guys. So if you ordered your top tier fragrance, whether it's a Superman or the Charisma, and you have not received it yet, all right, guys, you will be getting a order notification for that in the next 48 hours. All right, by Monday or Tuesday for sure. All right, guys. So, anyway, if you don't know anything about the fragrances, we're going to start off with the Charisma. All right, guys. This is my favorite fragrance. This one was actually made specifically for me. All right, guys. And I'm the one that named it. All right, fellas. The Superman, my distributor, my fragrance guy named that one. But this one was made specifically for me about 4 or 5 months ago by my distributor. He hit me up. He was like, "Bro, I found a perfect fragrance for you." He actually made it, and I've been helping him out a lot. So he decided to help me out with this. And because of the amount of attraction, attention from women that I've gotten from wearing this I decided to put it up for sale and help other guys with it. All right, guys, I'm a big fragrance guy. My favorite fragrance brand or line, besides myself, is YSL. Always been a lover of YSL, bro. Never had a bad experience with it. Um, but I decided to go with my own, and start helping guys out. So if you want to get the top tier Charisma, it is a very potent woody oud smell. All right, guys, if you like woody smells, it's gonna have a hint of vanilla. All right, guys, very masculine smell. You can wear this any time of the day, any time of the night. It is a year-round smell. So, winter, summer, spring, fall, it does not matter. All right, guys, and then we got the top tier Superman. All right, fellas. And this is the summer smell. Now, this one's going to have a combination of different scents, citrus, hibiscus, but it is a summer smell. Great for summer nights, great for wearing at the gym, Great for pool parties. Where else would I wear it? Pretty much when I'm out, man, out and about in the summer, guys, and it's a great night smell too. So if you live in like any of those southern states where it gets hot, especially at night, it gets humid and your pores open up. This one's right here, man. Now I will tell you that it is a very masculine smell, guys. So be careful. All right, fellas. If you're not a masculine man, this is either gonna do two things. Either it's gonna make you look like a fraud or it's gonna bring the man out you. All right, one of the two. All right, fellas. Now if you want to go get that, man, you can get that from the toptierman.com. The link is in the descriptions, is in the bio. Link is everywhere, man. thetoptierman.com is where you can go get both of those fragrances. Now, fellas, let's get into the topic. All right. Enough of that. Let's get into the topic. So, you are more attractive than you think, guys. All right. Now, last week we talked about body game. And, fellas, if the sound is bad, give me a 2 in the chat. If the sound is good, give me a 1 in the chat. I want to make sure you guys are hearing me great. um this new microphone I got, man, it's a little weird, so I don't know if I got to get a new one or I just need to make some adjustments. But guys, last week we talked about body game. All right, guys, and last week I talked about how important body game is for you when it comes to attracting women, when it comes to doing better in business, when it comes to being more confident, when it comes to respect for men, guys. Body game is very important. Body game is very essential. All right, fellas. So we got some ones in the chat. So I guess the sound is good. Body game is very, very essential, guys. Very essential. Now, when it comes to body game, fellas, that's obviously a component of attraction. And for men, guys, what you got to understand is your appearance is not everything. All right. If you were a chick, all right, fellas, your appearance will be about 80% of your attraction. All right, and your sexual marketplace value, how you look. If you were a chick, all right, guys. So if you were a chick, I would tell you to focus 100% on your body, focus 100% on your looks, and don't worry about everything else. All right, if you were a chick, all right, but because you are a man, being attractive is way more than your body. All right, it's way more than your looks, guys. Like if I were to put it into a percentage or a ratio, just being attractive is only about, bro, 20% of your SMV, which is your sexual marketplace value, and how attractive you would be to women. All right, guys. Now, when you're a young cat, when you're young, 19, 20, 21, your attractiveness is a big deal. All right, guys, because you don't really have anything else to offer. All right, because when you're really young, you don't have the finances, you don't have the resources, you don't have the assets to offer a woman. So she's not really looking at a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was young, G, all I needed to do was be attractive. And me being 33, I can definitely see the difference in the things that women looked for when I was younger versus the things that women look for now that I'm older. All right, guys, because now I'm 33. When I was 23, bro, women weren't checking for my finances. Women weren't checking for my ability to provide. Women weren't checking for how capable I was or, yeah, how strong I was. Yeah, that was a big deal, obviously. But just the whole part, the wholeness of being a man. Women weren't looking for that. Yes, they want to know if you have potential if you're young. But guys, when you're young, bro, women are not checking for that. They just want to know if you look good, you can smash good, and you got potential. You got earning potential for later on in the future. But as you get older, bro, women start to look for more other things versus you just being attractive. Because as a 33, 35, 40-year-old man, if you just look good, that is not enough. You may be able to get a lot of women, 100%. You may be able to get a lot of women. You may be able to attract a lot of women. But it's not just about getting women. It's about retaining women, keeping them around, all right, making them useful, making them an asset and a complement to your life. That is a way bigger flex than saying, oh, I bagged 7 chicks this week. Yeah, okay, what was the result of it? Yeah, you got the attraction, you got the number, but what was the result? All right, guys. So I say that to say, as you get older, all right, guys, you got to understand that it's not just about looks. And a lot of guys watching this, you got to understand that you're way more attractive than you think, G. Way more attractive than you think. One of the reasons why I believe a lot of guys do not believe that they are attractive is because, and I'm just speaking from experience. All right, guys, this is just from experience. One of the reasons why I didn't think that I was attractive at one point in my life, and I've always thought I was attractive, bro. I got to keep it real. I'm a very humble guy, but at the same time, I'm very confident. And I remember times, bro, when I would be in relationships with women, and if the woman wasn't treating me like a king, that lowered my confidence and it didn't make me feel like I was as attractive as I was. And that's what a lot of men go through today. They get with women, and bro, the women is not treating them like they supposed to be. The woman is not showing them respect. The woman is not giving them sex. So the guy's confidence drops and he doesn't think that he's attractive to other women because his girl is not making him feel attractive. All right, fellas, like, and this is for all you guys who are in relationships. All right, fellas, for all you guys who are in relationships, this usually happens to men when they get into relationships. All right, a lot of things decrease when they get into relationships. One, scientifically, we all know, and some of you guys may not know, but when you get into relationships, your testosterone drops. All right, guys, when you're around a woman every single day, your testosterone slowly drops. Another thing is a lot of guys lose confidence. All right, guys, they lose that confidence and they lose that arrogance that they had, that alpha arrogance that they had before they got into the relationship. Why? Because the woman softens them up. And it's not even the woman softening them up, it's just that the guy loses confidence because this woman isn't giving him praise every day. Because when you single and you out and about, and you talking to women, you getting attention from women, you getting looks, you getting that sexual attention from women, you getting that seductive attention. But when you get into a long-term relationship and your girl is not giving you that all the time, it can drop your confidence and it can make you feel like you're not attractive as you think. This is why when a lot of guys are in long-term relationships and them and their girl break up, it takes them a while to adjust back in the dating game. You know what I mean? Like them motherfuckers, like they be nervous when they get back out in the dating game. Like I've been there, bro. Like I was in a relationship for a long time, and I'm not gonna lie. At a certain point in time, I stopped talking to a lot of chicks. I was just talking to my girl. That was the only chick I was really dealing with because I was trying to be faithful. But bro, when that relationship ended, bro, it took me literally, it took me a couple weeks to get my riz back, bro. It took me a while because I wasn't practicing it. And anything that you don't do every day or anything that you're not continuously doing, you will lose it, G. You will lose it. And game is the same thing, bro. If you're not continuously crafting and using your game and working on your game, you're going to lose it. All right. For all you guys who are Riz masters and y'all spit that game to chicks and y'all get chicks off a mouthpiece, don't talk to a chick for like a year, bro. I guarantee you, you will lose that skill. It's like dribbling a basketball. You know what I'm saying? It's just like dribbling a basketball. You stop dribbling a basketball for a while, bro. It's gonna take you a while to get your handles back. I used to play basketball, bro, and I stopped dribbling for a while, bro, and it took me a while to get my handles back. G. All right, a while, bro, a while. So, like I said, guys, some of you guys don't believe that you're attractive because you've been in a relationship and your girl is not treating you like a king. All right, fellas, and now you don't feel attractive. You don't think other women see you as attractive because your girl don't see you as attractive. All right, fellas. So you got to understand, bro. It's not just it's not you. Maybe it is you. Maybe you stop working on yourself. Maybe you stop going to the gym. Maybe you stop working on developing your appearance and stuff. But bro, a lot of guys are way more attractive than they think. Another reason why a lot of guys don't think they're attractive as they actually are is because they're comparing themselves to other men. All right, fellas, I just want to tell you this. There will always be somebody that looks better than you, G. Always. All right. And I just want to get this out the way. It is very feminine to compare yourself to other men in that way. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to competition, yes, you do want to compete against the guys that are around you or in your space. All right, guys, or in your field or your niche or whatever. But when you're comparing yourself to the point where it decreases your confidence, guys, that's no good, G. That is no good because I don't care how good you look. I don't care how good you look. No matter where you go, you will find somebody that looks better than you, G. You will always, you can look smacks for 6 years straight and become the most attractive man that you can see in the mirror, but you will always find another dude that look better than you, G. So stop comparing yourself to people. Okay, guys, stop comparing yourself to people. You are you. You were specifically made for who you are and the things that you're supposed to do. And if you are constantly comparing yourself to this guy over here or this guy over there, bro, you will never feel confident. Everybody has flaws. Everybody has flaws. Like I have flaws. You know what I'm saying? So when I start working on myself and developing myself, I can't look and I become the most attractive, the best version of myself. I can't look at a man and say, "Oh shit, his arms are bigger than mine. Damn, I don't look good." Or his body looks better than mine, or he has better hair than me, or he's taller than me, or he has more muscle than me. Dude, you will always lose when you compare yourself to other men. Always, bro. 100%, G, 100%. And like, I'll be honest, this is something that I never suffer with because I always knew. And I think when you do competitive sports, whether it's football, basketball, bodybuilding, martial arts, especially, you understand that somebody will always be better than you. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to fighting, G, I like to fight. As you guys know, I love to fight. I love MMA. And one of the things I had to understand transitioning from football to MMA was somebody's going to be better than me. There's always going to be somebody better than me. No matter how much I train, no matter how hard I go, no matter how much I work, no matter how prepared I am, somebody is always going to be better than me. So the best thing I can do is find my strengths and perfect my strengths and find my weaknesses and work on my weaknesses. All right, guys. And that's what I do when it comes to body game and attractiveness. I have to perfect my strengths and work on my weaknesses. Like for my body, for instance, one of my strengths is that I have very strong shoulders, very strong upper body. So I work on that. I perfect that. I got great genetics, so I perfect those genetics. I have better genetics than 90% of men walking this planet. So I perfect that. Now, downside, weaknesses. Um, I don't know, man. I can't even think of any weaknesses right now, but you get my point. All right. You get my point. Do not compare yourself to men. All right, fellas. Do not compare yourself to other men. Now, if you want to compete with a man, if you see another man and he bigger than you, or he's more attractive than you, or he's getting more women than you, and you like, okay, I want to get to his level. I want to beat him. That's healthy. That's perfect. That's my attitude that I have. When I look at men that have more than me, that are better than me, that are more capable than me, stronger than me, richer than me, more intelligent than me, more competent than me. My goal is to beat him. Okay, that's a benchmark for me. It's not a prohibitor for me to say, oh well, this guy looks better than me, so I'm nothing. Guys. So don't compare yourself to people. All right, fellas, do not compare yourself to people. Shout out to Nahome, my boy Nahome, staying loyal. All right, always in the chats. All right, guys. I appreciate everybody for tuning in today. Make sure we get the likes up, fellas. All right, fellas, let's make sure we get the likes up. All right, guys. What's another reason guys feel like they're not attractive? All right. Let's see. What have I seen? Another reason that I believe guys feel like they're not attractive, um, simply because I know I talked about how their girlfriend are not treating them good, but simply because guys are getting rejected. Okay. And this is something that relates a lot to body game. Because remember how I always tell you guys that body game isn't everything. All right. Body game is just for the primal attraction. All right, guys. Body game is simply to get a woman to want you sexually. All right, guys. Because the truth of the matter, all right, I'm going to tell you guys some real truth right here. The truth of the matter is when women are checking you out and when women are scoping you and giving you choosing signals, just trying to, looking at you. All right. She is checking for you sexually first. All right, fellas, 100%. When women look at you, they are trying to see if you can put it down in the bed. All right, guys. And if you can meet the criteria of that screening, that initial screening, then you will be able to invite her in to be more interested in you. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys, all right? In most cases, and not all cases, but in most cases, women initially want to know if you can put it down in the bed, G, if you can sling pipe, all right, fellas, because if she can't look at you and say, "Damn, look at his arms, look at his chest, look how strong he looks. He probably can throw me around in the bed." If she's not thinking that, it's gonna be very hard for her to to want more out of it, fellas. I'm gonna be honest with you, especially nowadays, because now I saw somebody mention social media, especially nowadays, because nowadays, bro, we are as humans, bro, we're very sexual, and we've always been very sexual, but we become very, very sexual. And women, what men don't get, and I say this all the time, and I said this on one of my body game videos, bro. What men don't get is women want sex just as much as we want sex. All right, fellas, they want sex just as much as we want sex. Gee, when a woman sees you, guys, when a woman sees you, like, you know what, when you see a chick, bro, nice titties, nice ass, bro, pretty face, nice walk, real feminine, the same thing you thinking when you look at her, that's the same thing she's thinking when she see you all chiseled. All right, guys, nice arms, chiseled jawline, you know, legs fitting nice in your pants, bro. All right, guys, I'm telling you, fellas, I'm telling you guys. So you have to understand, body game is important, but it's only about the initial attraction. You have to have social skills. All right, guys, you got to be confident. You got to have a mouthpiece. You got to know how to respond. You got to know how to pass shit tests. All right, fellas. So body game is not everything. So, but I want to say this: if you have body game, it is easy for you to not feel like you are attractive. All right, fellas. I say this from a little bit of self experience. It's easy for you to not feel like you're attractive, because if you got body game, and this is what a lot of guys go through, you guys pay attention. If you got body game and you get a woman, you get her number because of your body game, and then after a few days, y'all texting, and then she ghosts you, what do you have now? All right. Now you think you're not attractive. Now you think the body game don't work. That's what a lot of guys go through. They get a chick number because of the body game, and they know it's because of the body game. You had your shirt off, you had a tank top on, you was looking good, you was sweating, you just left the gym, you had a pump. Then you get a number, you go on a date with her, or before the date, she ghosts you, she reject you. Why? 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 Because body game isn't everything. It's just the attraction. That's how you get in the door, fellas. That's the ticket. All right, guys, that is the ticket. You know, when you go to the club, all right, fellas, they give you the cover charge at the door, whether it's $20, whether it's $10, whether it's getting free if you got a beautiful chick with you, whatever the cover charge is, that is body game. Body game is the cover charge. All right, fellas. But when you get inside the club, you still got to pay for drinks. All right, guys, you still got to pay for drinks. It's a chick over there. You still got to buy her drink. You got to buy your drink. You got to make sure you have a good time. You got to have money for food for after the club. All right. That's the same thing as game. That's the same thing as social skills. You still got to have everything else after you get in the door. All right, guys. And because a lot of guys don't have everything else, it lowers their attraction, and it lowers their confidence, and they don't feel like they're attractive. All right, fellas, this is a common thing that I see so much. All right, guys, so much is a common thing. All right, fellas, and this is why a lot of attractive men are not just out there slinging pipe like they should, bro. It's a lot of dudes out there, fellas. It's a lot of guys, and it may be some of you guys watching this right now. It's a lot of guys out there, bro, that are chads, and they don't even know. It's a lot of guys out there, G. They are chads, and they have no idea that they are chads, bro. All right, guys. Like, I see guys every day, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I see guys every day. Nice physiques. Yeah, they may not have all the muscle. You know, they may not have all the definition because they haven't been in the gym, but they got a nice build. You know, you can tell they got potential. You know what I'm saying? And no Diddy, the guys are attractive. The guys look good. The guys got nice hair, nice skin, nice facial features, strong jawline, tall in most cases, but they get no women. They get no women. They get zero women. and it can be because of numerous reasons why I'm talking about. Maybe they were with a chick, she rejected him, she ghosted him, she left him. Now his confidence is down. Now he doesn't think he's attractive. All right, fellas. But I'm gonna tell you this: most men are way more attractive than they think. Because, like I said, your appearance is not just your appearance isn't just your attractiveness, bro. It's not just your appearance. It's a lot of other things. It's your money game. All right, fellas. Because I know a bunch of ugly dudes that they got their bread up and they get chicks and they are way more attractive, bro. Way more attractive, G. All right. So as a man, it's not just your appearance, it's a lot of other things. It's how you carry yourself. All right, fellas. A lot of you guys carry yourself like top tier men. And when you look in the mirror, you rate yourself as a 4 or 5 in the face, and now you think you're not attractive, bro. As a man, if you have a 4 or 5 in the face, but you got everything else top tier, bro, you're one of the most attractive men in the world. Because what guys need to understand is when it comes down to it, bro, women don't care as much how pretty you are in the face as much as we care about how pretty they are in the face, bro. They do not. All right, they do not. They don't care as much as you think, fellas. They don't. They do not. They care about other things, bro. They care about how strong you are. Because I'm gonna tell you this. Let's say you're not a pretty boy. Let's say you don't have an attractive face. All right, guys. Let's say you don't have an attractive face, but you got a physique. You got a fucking Greek god physique, and you scary as hell, and you're intimidating as hell. You will get a lot of chicks, bro. A lot of chicks. I don't have a fucking pretty face, bro. Like if I were to rate myself, G, and I don't like doing this gay shit, G, but if I were to rate myself in the face, G, I'm like a 4 or 5, G. I'm like a 4 or 5. But when women are around me, they feel safe as a motherfucker, bro. They feel safe. Like they know I'm not gonna let anybody attack them. They know I'm not gonna let anybody hurt them. They know I can fight. They know I can defend myself in them. They know I'm strong. They know I'm brave. So they want to be around me, guys. All right, fellas, a lot of you guys, you gotta understand, bro. You guys like looks maxing. I'm not opposed to looks maxing. I think every man should looks max. All right, fellas, but just because you don't look like Leonardo DiCaprio or Chris Brown or whoever the fucking pretty boys are these days, just because you don't look like them, that does not mean you're not attractive. All right, fellas, it does not mean you're not attractive. There are other assets that a man has that makes him attractive, fellas. All right, guys, like competency and strength. All right, and intelligence. All right, guys, those are and financial capability. All right, guys, those are the things that make up an attractive man. So, because I see too many guys, bro, spending too much damn time in the mirror, bro. Like, bro, you are a man. So, why you out here spending time in the mirror? You don't understand what women actually find attractive. All right, guys. Yes, okay, you can't just look like a damn bum. All right, guys, you gotta have some type of attractiveness about you. All right, you got to be pleasing to the eye in some kind of way. But for the most part, G, like I said, if you are 4 in the face, bro, and you can't do much else about it, like I had a coaching call, I want to say a couple months ago, one of my first coaching calls since I've been on YouTube, and it was a guy who during the call he wanted to know how to get more women, and during the call he kept mentioning how he had a big nose and just a bunch of stuff he couldn't control and that was stopping him from getting women. I was like, bro, you gotta understand, G. If you think your big nose is stopping you from getting women, bro, you are an idiot, G. You are lost. Because I know, God, man, what's that actor with the white boy with the big nose, the actor, bro. He played in a Notebook. Anybody know in the chat, man? Drop it in the chat. I know y'all know who I'm talking about, bro. The white boy, the big long nose. He was in the Notebook movie. And the only reason why I know about this, G, because my ex-girlfriend made me watch this movie one day when I pissed her. I cheated on her. So she made me watch this movie with her to make her feel good. But anyway, who knows the guy? All right, who knows the guy? All right, let's see who knows. Ryan Gosling, that guy. I hope that's his name, G's. I hope y'all not tricking me, all right? Ryan Gosling. All right, Ryan Gosling got a big ass nose. All right, fellas. All right, y'all ever saw Hocus Pocus? Y'all know the witches, the big with the big noses, the big arch noses. That's the type of nose Ryan Gosling got. But women love Ryan Gosling, G. All right. Women love him. My chick was watching the movie, G. And she would, and I ain't gonna lie, like the chick, she was like, "Oh my God, Ryan Gosling," and I'm looking at her like, "What the fuck is so special about this dude?" You know what I mean? Like when I see chicks trip out over dudes like that, I used to think like, "What is so special about him?" What is so special about Ryan Gosling is Ryan Gosling has social proof. Ryan Gosling is a celebrity. Ryan Gosling has money. Ryan Gosling has confidence. Ryan Gosling knows how to talk. Ryan Gosling knows how to seduce women. All right, fellas. So if most women will rate Ryan Gosling in the face, they would say he's an 8 or a 9. Why? Because of all the other characteristics and traits. When in reality, he's probably not. He got a big ass nose. All right, fellas, but because of all these other things, he becomes way more attractive. All right. Somebody said Ryan Gosling nose don't look that big. Man, Ryan Gosling got a big ass nose, G. I don't care what y'all say, man. I ain't Ryan Gosling got a big ass nose. But that's what I'm saying, bro. When I was younger, G, women used to love Lil Wayne. I used to trip out, bro. I used to be like, bro, why in the hell do y'all love Lil Wayne so much? I don't understand what it is about Lil Wayne. All right, guys, like the dude looks like Lil Wayne is my favorite all-time rapper. G. I'm from New Orleans, so y'all know I gotta hold it down for Weezy. But bro, I used to wonder like why do women love Lil Wayne so much? All right, guys. Then I got older. Then I realized it ain't all about looks. All right. Looks is not the only thing that makes you attractive as a man. All right, guys. It's about charisma. All right, fellas. It's about strength. It's about competency. It's about braveness. It's about authority. All right, guys. Like I'm telling you, fellas, I am telling you, the reason why Lil Wayne got so many women is because Lil Wayne was confident as hell, bro. Confident as hell, G. You know what I'm saying? Owen Wilson too. Somebody said Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson got a big ass nose, and I know women that drool over Owen Wilson, bro. Like now that I got you guys' minds churning, okay, guys. What I want you to do is I want you guys to put in the comments of any guy, celebrity male that you can think that is not like a pretty boy or anything that gets a lot of women. All right. I want you guys to do that for me. All right, guys. Please put in the chats because I want some more examples of this because there are so many examples that I can think of men who get so many women that do not look great in the face. All right, fellas. They understand. They understand that attractiveness is not just about how you look in the face, bro. It's not just about your looks. G, you are a man, bro. You are a man. And I'm gonna say this again for anybody who just jumped in the just jumped on the stream. G, if you are a four in the face, I saw somebody, Drewski, bro, Drewski, Jesus Christ, Drewski, Drewski, who Drewski dating right now? G, Ruby Rose, I think. And I like Ruby Rose is bad, G. All right, bad, G. So when I saw Drewski get Ruby Rose, G, 10 years ago when I was younger, I'd have been like, how the hell Drewski get Ruby Rose? But now I'm to the point to where I get it. I get it. I get it, G. I get it. I know why Drewski got Ruby Rose, bro. It's the money, G. It's Drewski. You know, everybody know who Drewski is. They broke up, I think. Gee, it don't matter if they broke up. He got her. Of course they broke up. They celebrities. They supposed to break up. But he got her. That's the point I'm trying to make. All right? The point I'm trying to make, fellas. All right? The point I'm trying to make. She probably went and got a rich dude that got a better body. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you. So that's what I said, guys. To get in the door, fellas, it's certain things, guys. Certain things. Depending on the woman, all right, depending on the time in her life, depending on how old she is, that is definitely going to determine how attractive you are to her. And that's another thing why guys don't believe that they're attractive as they think is because the type of women that they're interacting with. All right, fellas. I had a guy on one of my videos, he dropped a comment. It was very interesting because and I hear this a lot. He said that he gets a lot of attention from older women, and he wanted to know why doesn't he get attention from younger women? He's 25 years old. So he wanted to know why does he get attention from women his age? And mostly he gets attention from women older. And I already knew the answer. I don't even have to look at him to tell. Because if he's getting a lot of attention, now if he was getting no attention from anybody, like zero attention from older women or younger women, then you're the problem, G. But if you're getting a lot of attention from older women, but you're not getting any attention from younger women, but you're younger, there's a few reasons for that. All right, guys. And if any of you guys are going through this, here's the answer. One of the things is you may give off a very mature vibe. All right, fellas, you may give off a very mature vibe, and you may give off husband material, which is something that older women typically look for. All right, guys, because if you're an attractive man and you got your stuff together and you carry yourself like a man on his purpose, you will attract more older women than you will younger women. All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. And a lot of the reason why a lot of guys attract more older women than younger women is because older women look for more wholeness. All right, guys. And I want you guys to understand this. It's psychology. Older women look for more whole men. So if you look whole, right? If you look like you're whole, if you look like you ain't got no mental issues, all right, no mental illness. If you look like, you are competent and you're stoic, all right, fellas, you will attract more older women. All right, guys, because older women look for men who are more level-headed. All right, guys. Younger women would typically look for more Machiavellian type men. All right, and that's the truth. All right, younger women want more Machiavellian type men. They want more men who are tend to be more Pookies and Ray Rays. All right, they want men that are not as trustworthy. They want bad boys, pretty much. Younger women, not all younger women, and not all older women fit into these categories, but that's usually what it is. All right, guys. Because if you're a type of guy, bro, you carry yourself good, you got a great physique, you look good, you're clean, well groomed, clean cut, you walk around in a suit every day, bro. I guarantee you, you're gonna get more compliments from older women. You're gonna get more validation, more attention from older women than you will younger women. All right, guys. Because when younger women see men like this, they think one thing. They think boring. All right, guys, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I'm gonna keep it G with you. When women see men who just have all they shit together, bro, as much as you would think that you would get more younger women being like this, um, you will get more attention from older women. Now, the ability to get more women, period, will definitely raise as you level up and become a top tier man, bro. But the more and more you move up, G, you're going to get more older women approaching you. Now, younger women are still going to look at you and they're still going to be attracted. They're still going to be intrigued. They're still going to be inspired. Um, they're still going to look up to you. But as far as that natural attraction, bro, you're going to get it more from older women. Now, younger women, they like more like I said, the bad boy, the fun type of guy. So if you look fun, you rolling around in a Corvette, you got your tats. All right, G. Like you're gonna get more younger women. But bro, if you rolling around in an SUV, all right, even if it's a Range Rover, G. I'm keeping it real with you, bro. Even if it's a Range Rover, bro. All right. If you rolling around in an SUV, you got a suit on, you well cut, you stick to your schedule, you stoic, you disciplined. All right, fellas, you're gonna attract more older women because and this whole thing about stoicism, bro. Younger women, bro, stoicism is not sexy to most younger women, G. I'm gonna be honest with you. I see a lot of guys working on stoicism. I need to be stoic. I need to be stoic. G, be stoic. Be the most stoic version of yourself you can be. But I'm gonna be honest, bro. Younger women do not think it's sexy. All right, they don't. I'm telling you, bro. Younger women, for the most part, they rather the man who will flip the fuck out on them, call them a bitch, call them out their name, throw shit at them, ignore them, than the man who can be calm, relaxed, stoic, and just politely explain to her what the issue is. G, if you think I am wrong, G, put a 2 in the chat. If you agree, put a 1 in the chat. All right. But anybody who disagrees, you haven't been with enough women, G. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You haven't been with enough women because younger women, most not all younger women, but most younger women will rather you in a heated situation go off on them, yell at them, grab them, snatch them up, put them in a place, wrap your hands around their neck. All right. Let them know what it is. Talk to them crazy. Call them a bitch. All this stuff. All right. They rather that. They like that more. That turns them on more than you being stoic and calm. All right, fellas. So if any of you guys notice that you're getting more attention and attraction from older women, that is why. You just look like husband material. All right, guys. You look more serious. You look more less fun. You look like you're more focused on building a family and building your career and less fun. All right, fellas, less fun. All right, guys. So, guys, you are more attractive than you think, fellas. You're way more attractive than you think. Somebody want to know. Let's see. See, let's answer some questions, man. See if anybody got some questions. Are you gonna keep the live on YouTube? Yes, fellas. The live video will be uploaded on YouTube. Sometimes it uploads immediately. Sometimes it takes about 24 hours to upload, guys. But if you missed any of it, you will be able to backtrack and um and check it out. All right, guys. So I want to talk to you guys. All right, let's answer some questions, fellas. Let's answer some questions. All right. Shout out to the home. Got the heavy squat. All right, big dog. All right. Hi, from New England, 24 years old, and I never had good luck with women. I don't know why. G, G. All right. Look, I'm gonna do this. All right, guys. I'm gonna do this. All right. I'm gonna answer a few questions, but I want to start with my guy first. All right. First of all, bro, I don't know you. I don't know how you look. All right, fellas. I don't know. I'm talking to my guy who specifically asked this question. What's your name? Dakra. I can't spell your name, G. But anyway, I can't pronounce your name. But anyway, bro, if you have never had any success with women, G, I want you to look at four things in your life. All right, four areas in your life, and I want you to troubleshoot these areas. All right, you know when your computer dies, your laptop dies, and then you got to troubleshoot the problem, or your internet's not working, and you got to troubleshoot what's going on. Like you got to go through different steps, all the steps, and find out where you failed. All right, fellas. I want you to do this. Four areas in life. If you haven't had any success with women, and I know that's a lot of guys these days, bro. A lot of guys are not having any success with women at all. And what you can do is you can blame it on the women. You can do that if you want. You can blame it on the women. You can say all the women are narcissistic and all the women are entitled and all the women are 304s and all the women are boss girls. And you can do that. But you can only do that in front of a certain person, because if you do that in front of me, I'm going to tell you that you are making an excuse and you're a coward, because I meet very, very great, loving, submissive, nurturing, patient, feminine women who are nothing like any of these chicks that you see today, bro. All right. And I meet them every single day. All right. I meet chicks that if you treat them correctly, all right. Yes, you have to know how to pass your test. You have to understand female nature. You have to not give a woman too much validation, all this stuff. Be on your P's and Q's. But if you treat them right, they will be the most profitable asset in your life. All right, G. I kid you not. All right, fellas. So you can blame women, or you can take full responsibility and understand that you are failing in specific areas in your life. All right, guys. This is what you have to understand. If you are not having success with women, you cannot blame women. You have to understand that you are failing in some area of your life. And this is going to be way off the topic of the video, but I want to answer my guy's question because this is a big deal. Because it is no reason why any man today should be failing with women. With the amount of women in the world today, with the easy access to women that there is, with the abundance, all right, of sexual access today, there is no reason why any man should struggle with women. One area in your life where you need to check and troubleshoot first, obviously, I'm gonna say body game and how you look in your appearance. You don't have to look like a damn model, okay, guys? You don't have to look like a model. All right. You don't have to be a Chad, but you have to be attractive. Okay, guys. All right. Get your body right. Okay. Work on yourself. Skincare. All right. Work on all this stuff. Get in the gym. All right, fellas. All right. So your physical fitness. Because if women don't look at you and say, that guy is strong enough to protect me, that guy is strong enough to fight off a attacker or intruder, that guy is strong enough to protect me and my offsprings, which are my children. If she can eat, bro, even if she doesn't, if she's not interested in having children with you, okay, guys, it's called hypergamy. Okay, guys, she needs to know if you slipped up and got her pregnant, or y'all slipped up and she got pregnant, you will be capable of physically protecting her and her offsprings. And if she can't look at you and say that, you are not going to have successful women. All right, guys, this is something that I keep telling men. I see strawny ass dudes. All right, fellas, and I hope I offend somebody on here, and this should be motivation for you to get your ass in the gym, G. I see strawny ass dudes, skinny ass. I'm talking about, bro, you can flick them with a finger, bro. Talking about women are this and women are entitled and women only want men with money and blah, blah, blah. Bro, if you get your ass in the gym, you will see that women don't just want men with money. All right, G, because if you got a fucking jailhouse body with no money, a woman will give you a chance off potential. All right, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, G. All of my 20s, I had no money. I didn't start making real money until I got in the house. I was like 29, 30 years old, bro. To be honest with you, I was dead broke all of my 20s, G. And I got more women when I was dead broke than now that I'm doing okay for myself, bro. To be honest with you, all right, G. So G, if you are having trouble with women, understand, bro. One, first facet, your body, your physicality, your strength. Somebody say skinny dudes be pulling a lot of women. Yeah, that skinny dude that's pulling a lot of women, he probably know how to fight. He probably got game. He got something, bro. Or he throwing pipe. There is something. There is something that he is offering to women. Okay, guys, that they're seeing that's making them bypass him being skinny, bro. All right. I'm gonna be honest with you, G. I'm gonna keep it real with you. All right. Because if you a skinny dude, but you weak, you scary, you a coward, you have no money, no competency, no nothing, you are not gonna get women because you skinny, bro. All right. But if you got all the other stuff, you're gonna get women. I mentioned Lil Wayne, bro. Wiz Khalifa. Wiz Khalifa used to be, I don't know how he look now because I know he been hitting the gym. But Wiz Khalifa used to be as big as my pinky, bro. But Wiz Khalifa got women. Why? Because he had money. He had charisma. He had a network. You know, he had status. All right, fellas. But anyway, let's say you don't have all that stuff. You don't have money. You don't have status. You don't have any of this stuff. Get in the gym, G. Get in the gym. That is the first thing. All right. It's gonna raise your confidence. It's gonna make you look better. You're gonna be stronger. All right, guys. Another area. If you're not having successful women, guys, you have to work on your money. All right, guys. You have to work on your money. Gee, you can get 10 numbers a week. 10 numbers a week. If you can't take these girls out, if you can't provide an experience, if you can't, go on dates, if you ain't got a crib for them to go to, none of this stuff, you are not going to have successful women. You're going to be able to get them, attract them, but you're not going to be able to retain them. All right, fellas. And even just attracting them, guys, I told you before, if you don't have a great body, if your body game ain't on point, but you got money, you're going to attract women. But if your body game ain't on point and you ain't got money, G, you're shooting yourself in the foot, guys. All right. You're shooting yourself in the foot. All right. And I'm going to be honest about the money. Gee, women don't even want money. Women don't want money. Women don't care about money, bro. They do not care about money. They do not. They care about what money can do. All right. Because even if you don't have money and you can provide an experience, she won't even notice that you ain't got money. I kid you not, bro. A woman is not really actually checking your bank account. All right. She's looking for the lifestyle. She's looking for the experience. She's looking for the vibe. All right. And I proved this all of my 20s, G. All of my 20s, I proved this. All right. All of my 20s. So for the guys who say, man, all women just want money these days. That's all women care about. Yes, they do care about money. Women will and have always and will always care about money. All right. But guys, if you have other things aside from money, You have a chance. All right, you have a chance. So don't make the excuse. The only guys who make this whole women only care about money excuse is the guys who haven't seen successful women with other things. All right, I've seen success with women because of body game. I've seen success with women because of charisma. I've seen successful women because of how I smell. All right, G. I'm gonna be honest with you, G. I was talking to a chick in the gym, bro, a few weeks ago. All right, and I told you guys I don't like to approach women in the gym. The last time I approached a chick in the gym was actually a few days ago, and I told you guys about that in one of my videos. And I only did that because she was giving me crazy choosing signals, bro, and she was like gorgeous, G, gorgeous Latina. But I don't approach women in the gym, bro. So I was in the gym a few weeks ago, and this chick, we're talking, and we have like 5 feet away from each other, bro. You know what I'm saying? While we're talking, she's at one cable machine, I'm at another cable machine, and we're talking across each other from across the gym. Not really across the gym because we're 5 feet away, but anyway, bro, we're talking, we're bantering a little bit, and I noticed her inching closer to me, right? And like every few words, she's like taking small steps towards me, and then she gets about a 6 inches to a foot away from me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I asked her, I was like, why are you so close to me? You were way over there. How the hell did you get this close this fast? And she told me, she was like, I couldn't help it. You smell so good. And straight up, G, I kid you not. These stories I tell you guys about women complimenting on the way I smell, bro, these are real time stories, G. I guarantee you, I kid you not, bro. Like the way you smell, all right? If a woman is looking at you and she think you a 4G, if she walk up on you and you smelling good, bro, that 4 go to a 6, my guy. It goes from a 4 to a 6, G. All right, because when she smells you and you smelling fucking good, bro, her senses, all that shit, like I'm telling you, bro, the way you smell can change a fucking woman's emotions, bro. You guys don't understand how quick women's emotions and their attraction and how they feel sexually can dramatically change like that, bro. You ever been having sex with a woman and then you say some dumb shit during the sex and then she just get completely turned off? She go from being turned on up here to being completely turned off. That is how fast women's emotions can change just from words, G. All right, but when it comes to smells, G, you can literally, bro, I guarantee you, G, I have a few women who I know that no matter what man they deal with, they will always compare the way he smells to the way I smell. Always. I had a chick tell my ex-girlfriend, bro, still pines over me. My ex-girlfriend, who I haven't seen or talked to in a long time, well, I've talked to her, but haven't seen, still pines over me. And she reminds me of how great I smell. She hasn't seen me in a year, bro. All right. And I know 100% every man she deals with, she's like, I ain't keep. Yeah, he smell good, but it ain't. Damn, it ain't keep. All right, guys. Because when you have a signature smell, a smell that a woman when she smells, bro, it just she don't know what to do with it, bro. She will think of you when you're not around, G. All right, guys. She will think of you when you're not around. Somebody asked me my favorite scent. I'm gonna be honest, G. I'm gonna be honest. Um, Charisma, bro. I'm gonna be honest. It's my favorite, and I'm not even saying it because it's mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it because it's mine. YSL, Newt Lahome, the night version, YSL. That was my favorite. And I wore that cologne for 2 years straight. I am very loyal to my colognes, bro. Very loyal. And I wore that for 2 years straight until my guy made me my charisma, bro. 100%. All right. And I wear this everywhere. When I'm at home by myself and I get out the shower, I'm wearing this. I don't care if anybody else smell it. I can smell it. All right, guys. Everywhere I go. All right. But again, guys, if you're not having trouble with women, body game, appearance, or if you're having trouble with women and not having success, body game and appearance. Also, money. All right, guys. Also, money. Another thing you got to work on is charisma and game. All right, guys. Charisma and game. Some guys, bro, you're having trouble with women because you're boring. It's not because you're not attractive. It's because you're fucking boring, bro. You're boring. I'll be honest with you, bro. And I tell you guys this all the time. Women get bored 100 million times faster than men get bored, bro. I don't understand women. Women are like children, G. I'm not gonna say I don't understand women. I get them, but they're like children, G. They get bored very, 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 very fast, bro. Very fast. All right, fellas, very fast. So if you don't know how to provide an experience with a woman, if you can't understand, all right, guys, that women need to be entertained. And when I say entertained, I don't mean you dancing like a fucking clown and you telling jokes all day and you making sure that you're a goddamn whatever. I'm not saying that, bro. I am not, do not misconstrue what I mean when I say entertain. What I mean when I say entertain is you have to provide an experience. Okay. Girls just want to have fun. How many times you've heard that? They made a damn song behind it, bro. All right. Girls just want to have fun. And it is the truth. 100%. Girls just want to have fun. And that's all they want to do, guys. All right, fellas. So, and that's my point. Girls don't care about money, they care about fun. All right. They care about an experience. All right, guys. So you can provide an experience, bro. You will keep women hooked on you, bro. The reason why a lot of you guys get women from your body game, but you don't keep women is because you just a swole ass boring dude. You look good as hell, G. You but you boring as hell, G. And you don't have to do a lot to give a woman an experience, bro. When I was broke, bro, I used to do crazy stuff, fun stuff with women, bro. Fun, crazy stuff. I'm not gonna get into all the stories, but I used to do spontaneous stuff, bro. Just things that they would never expect, you know. And a lot of the things I would do before I would do it, I would wonder, I would wonder, damn, is she gonna like this? Damn, is this gonna offend her? Damn, is this gonna be too much? But 99% of the time they fucking loved it because it was too much, because it might offend them, because it was dangerous, bro. You know what I'm saying? You feel me, bro? Like crazy stuff. I remember, G, when I was broke, I was dating this chick. She came pick me up. And we chilling in the park, talking in the car, bro. You know how you used to do when you were young. We chilling in the park, talking in the car, and I just got an idea. I was like, "Hey, you want to take all our clothes off and go smash on the bench in the middle of the park?" She's like, "What if people see us?" I'm like, "Girl, it's 12 at night. Somebody see us, then they were supposed to see us because they ain't supposed to be out this late." She's like, "Okay, let's go." She fucking turning fucking green in the face, G. So we go do it, bro. She had, bro, I want to say, bro, she must have had like 8 orgasms, bro, that night because of how fun it was. And I guarantee you, she'll never forget that moment. Another dude could take her to a 5-star fucking restaurant, bro. Take her to Illity. I don't give a damn. She won't forget that night. I guarantee you, bro. She will not forget that night, G. She will not forget that night. She was screaming to the top of her lungs at the goddamn park, scared as hell that somebody might pull up and see. Her adrenaline was through the roof, G. So you do not have to have money to provide an experience. Yes, it is true that the more money you got, the more capable you are of providing the experience. All right. And the more the type of experience, the more variety you'll have. And bro, you guys got to stop being boring, G. Stop being boring. Stop being boring. I told you guys. I told you guys. I remember another example, bro. Little small things you can do when you ain't got money. G, had a chick come over to my house. All right, guys. Soon as she came over, I told her to take all her clothes off. I blindfolded and I told her come find me in the house. She didn't know what to expect. She smiling, bro. Big smile the whole time. G, little shit like this, bro. This is shit that women will not remember because will not forget because most men can't even think of little shit like this, bro. Most men don't even know how to tap into women's emotions like this. G. All right, fellas. So understand, bro. Understand. Body game is important, G, but do not be boring. All right, fellas. Somebody wanted to know where I get my hoodie. This is a Kill Crew hoodie, man. I don't know if y'all know anything about Kill Crew. It's a brand that I was sponsored by. They actually I was sponsored by Kill Crew. I think it's 2022. They actually screwed me over, man. I like the hoodie. That's why I still wear it. But they actually screwed me over because I was like one of the top ambassadors for their brand, and I think they had like some financial problems, and they were supposed to pay me a payout for a bunch of promotions and stuff I did for them, and then they had to pay not only me but a bunch of other ambassadors out, and this was I don't know how they're doing now, because they blocked me on Instagram because they didn't want me to expose them. I don't know how they're doing now, but before I don't think they were like a public brand. They were small, but they were growing. And all the ambassadors that they had, from my perspective, and what I think they couldn't pay everybody. So they started cutting ambassadors, and they didn't want to pay me because they owed me a lot, and they didn't want to pay me. So like I'm not you're not about to use me. They were using me to promote their stuff, but they wouldn't pay me. So I threatened them to expose them, and they blocked me on everything and threatened me with legality stuff and just try to scare me, bro. It was weird, because we I think they thought that I was just like one of the regular fitness influencers, like I wasn't smart and I wasn't competent. I just was a big swole dude with muscle and I couldn't think. But once they understood how competent I was and intelligent I was, then they got scared. So they started threatening me with legalities and blocked me on everything and all this stuff. And I let it go. I let it go. But anyway, that's where the hoodie's from. Guys, I'm gonna be dropping my own hoodies coming this fall and winter. Y'all guys be prepared for that. Obviously, they're gonna be top tier man hoodies. They're gonna be dope, man. I can't wait. I'm taking my time on them because, like I said, I don't just want to give you guys anything, man. And you know what I'm saying? Just regular stuff, bro. Everything got to be top tier, bro. All right. So anyway, fellas, for all my introverts out there, guys, all right, for all my introverts, a lot of you guys are more attractive than you think. All right. A lot of you guys are way more attractive than you think, but you refuse to put yourself out there. All right, fellas, you refuse to put yourself out there. You refuse to be confident enough to approach women, and you refuse to be outgoing enough to get rejected. All right, fellas. KD, tips for moving on from a relationship. Very important question. All right. And because it does pertain to the topic, I will answer it. All right, guys, because I did mention a lot of guys don't think they're attractive because they just got out of a relationship. So they lost some confidence because that woman either wasn't treating them good. And then, guys, if you're tuning in right now, I appreciate you if you guys like the live, like the video. All right, guys, I will appreciate it. The reason why I want y'all to like it is because the more you like the video, the more it gets up in the algorithm, and the more men it helps out. All right, fellas, that is the only reason. I do not care about likes. I do not care about likes, but I know it will help other men out. All right, the more this video is liked. So y'all get the likes up, I will appreciate it. But yeah, moving on from a relationship, bro. All right, guys. One thing, oh man, the biggest thing that you need to understand when you are getting out of a relationship, fellas, is you have to understand that there are all right, guys. Let me know if you can hear now. Let me know if the sound is back. Give me a one in the chat if you can hear. Give me a two if it's still muted, guys. One in the chat if you can hear. Two if it's still muted. So I'm All right, fellas, let's see. All right, guys, let me know if y'all can hear me. All right, fellas, I think we good. All right, fellas, put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 2 in the chat if you can anymore. All right, guys. Now, if it's a little echo, it's because the microphone is off and I got a big ass living room and I'm in my living room. All right, fellas. It's a lot of space in this room. All right, I just moved, so I haven't filled it up yet. But yeah, guys, getting over a breakup is not hard, bro. It's not hard. It is not hard, G. It is not hard. One of the things you gotta understand, G, is that chick that you were with, she is not special, bro. All right? She is not special, G. She is not special. All right? She take a shit in the morning just like everybody else. All right, guys? She put on pants. She brush her teeth. Comb her hair just like every other woman on this planet, bro. She is not special. Let her go, G. For all you guys who are having trouble letting go of a woman, and I can tell you from self-experience. All right, guys, I dated a chick for 6 years, and it took me 6 months to get over her. 6 long months. Now, I will tell you this. I never called her. I never texted her. Never messaged her. Never checked her social media. Never asked her friends about her. But I did think about it every day. All right? I did think about it every single day, bro. Every day. And I ain't gonna lie to you. Some of you guys, y'all want to be all alpha. I'm an alpha male. Forget these women. Bro, I used to love that girl, G. I used to love that girl. And we broke up. Of course, I couldn't stop cheating. But she couldn't tolerate it. But we broke up. And man, I was crushed, bro. I was crushed. Love of my life, bro. Woman I thought I was going to spend the rest of my life with. I was crushed. But I had to understand, bro. She ain't special. She ain't special. And I think the biggest reason why I missed her so much is I missed that ass, G. Bro, I'm going to be honest. Because I did not miss the nagging. I did not miss her being annoying. I did not miss... I didn't miss any of that shit, bro. All right? I did not miss her checking my phone. I did not miss her calling me while I was at work. I did not miss her being annoying as shit. I didn't miss her not letting me cheat. Gee, I didn't miss any of that shit, bro. I didn't miss any of it. But what I missed was that ass. I missed that ass, bro. She had a body, bro. I'm talking about everything, G. Everything. And the sex was a monster too. So that's what I miss. And that's why a lot of guys can't get over women. It is not the woman you miss, bro. It's the box you miss, G. It's the box. Because tell me this, bro. Most of you guys, you have broken up with women because they were annoying as hell. And you so-called missed her. And then you got back with her. And then you realize you can't stand a woman. You realize, you understand, damn, this is why I left that chick. This is why I broke up with her, bro. I couldn't stand her. And the box ain't worth it. So a lot of you guys need to stop being so damn horny, bro. All right? Get over it, G. Get over it. Go get you another chick. Go get you a little 304 you can bust down for a little bit so you can, get over it. But, bro, that's what I'm going to keep it real with you, bro. I ain't about to give you no psychological answer. I ain't about to lie to you. I ain't about to tell you you need to find your inner self and all that stuff. Bro, you need to get over the fact that you missed that ass. You need to understand that you ain't about to get no ass. And that's why a lot of you guys go back to y'all exes. Because that ass was good. And you ain't about to get no more. You about to go through a drought. And you ain't ready for that. You ain't ready for it. That drought ain't no joke, bro. Because when you been smashing a chick, you been getting sex for 6 years straight, bro, every day. And then y'all break up. And you ain't about to get enough for however long it is. A few days, a few weeks, a few months, a year, however long. You ain't ready for that, G. That is the worst. All right, guys. So if you can understand that, this will solve 50% of your problems with getting over a woman. Another thing you need to understand with getting over a woman is she don't give a damn about you. All right, fellas. Once you and that chick break up, she don't give a damn about you, G. She don't give a damn about you. All right, fellas, I'm gonna tell you this. She don't care. All right, guys, she don't care. She is with another dude. This about to hurt. All right, G, this is about to hurt. She is with another guy. All right, another guy is breaking her back right now, G. While you watching this live feed, another dude is busting her guts, G. All right, and I want this to hurt. I want it to hurt. All right, he is busting her guts, and when it slipped out, she helped him put it back in. 100%. All right, G, 100%. This is facts. She does not care. She does not give a damn about you. All right, guys? She does not care. This is not to turn you into a victim. This is for you to understand that you need to get over the bitch. She does not care. She does not care. She is getting her insides and intestines rearranged by another man, and you are thinking about her right now. That should change a lot. All right, fellas? Women, if you think, all right, and I actually had this conversation with a chick. I actually had this argument with my girl. All right, me and my girl, we had an argument, and I told her that men are way more romantic than women. She didn't believe me. She said, "Oh my God, no. Women are way more romantic than men." I said, "Girl, prove it. Prove it. I'll prove it. I'll show you how men are way more romantic than women." And the reason why I know men are way more romantic than women, and the reason why I can prove it, is because when a man and a woman break up, if they were in love or the man loved the woman, bro, it's going to take him a while to get over her. He may not even go deal with another chick because he's spending so much time crying, looking at old text messages, sobbing, listening to Trey songs, bro. He's done. He's cooked. But women, bro, she's sleeping with Tyrone that next night, G. That next night, bro. That next night. And this is another thing men do after breakups. All right? This is another thing men do after breakups. All right, fellas? And I love how y'all got me off the topic of the day. But I love these talks with you guys. I think that's going to be the main thing for my live feeds, guys, is I just want y'all to ask me questions. All right? Yes, we're always going to have a topic of the day, but halfway through, guys, I just want to answer y'all questions. This is what the live is for. All right, guys. But anyway, reason why men are more romantic than women is because when you guys break up, G, what guys do sometimes, and G, don't lie if you've done this, but what guys do sometimes is they won't go talk to other women because in their head, it's not over. It's not really over, and they can get her back, right? So they don't want to go talk to another woman because they don't want to start involving other women in their life and all this stuff. But bro, women are not as nice. Women are not as forgiving. Women don't give a fuck, bro. You know, some of you guys, y'all think when women, they break up with y'all, that the woman is sitting there thinking, "Oh, well, we just broke up, so I'm going to wait at least a month before I start talking to other men. And I'm going to wait at least 3 months before I have sex with other men because that's the more moral thing to do. You know, just in case me and him get back together in the next 3 months, I'm not going to sleep with other men and I'm going to stay to myself and I'm going to talk to God and eat ice cream and watch self-development videos." And, oh, gee, this is obviously opposite of the case, bro. These women... Bro, when women break up, women do not care about self-development. They don't care about working on themselves. They don't care about becoming better. They don't care about like correcting their mistakes that they made. Like, women don't look back in the relationship and say, "Oh, I did this wrong. Let me fix this." You know what these bitches do? These bitches will say, "He wasn't shit. He was a dirtbag. He was a sleazebag. He cheated, etc. I'm going to fuck Tyrone." And if you don't believe me, if you do not believe me, I have been a Tyrone for many years of my life, so I know. I have gotten the phone calls from women a day after they broke up with their man. "Oh, he wasn't shit." And I'm sitting on the other side of the phone like, "Yeah, damn, that's fucked up. Yeah, come over, man. Come over, we can talk about it, man. Forget that dude, man." Bro, if you guys don't understand the game, bro, I'm trying to get you to understand the game, G. All right, and the only reason why I'm saying this to give you proof as to why you shouldn't be worried about a woman who left you, or you shouldn't even be thinking about a bitch that broke up with you, bro. All right, guys. I guarantee you, G. I was with that chick I tell y'all about all the time that I was with for 6 or 7 years, bro. When we broke up, that whole 6 months, bro, I'm over here missing her, missing this girl, thinking about this girl, dreaming about this girl, G. Now, remember I told you I never hit it up, but I'm doing all this stuff. And then, I finally, I think like she hit me up or I crossed paths with her on social media or whatever. And I found out, bro, the whole 6 months, she was getting her back blown out, G. By a bunch of different niggas, G. She was getting her back blown out. So I'm sitting there like, bro, so the whole time, G, check this out. Whole time I'm sitting there thinking about this girl. The nights I was sitting there thinking about this girl, pining over her, crying over her, that at that same time, she was getting her back blown out by another dude. Bro, if this don't change the way you see breakups, G, if this don't make you cold-hearted, and make you, when you break up with it, bro, I go through so many breakups. Breakups don't faze me anymore, G. They do not faze me. Breakups shouldn't faze you. Breakups should be like losing a pen. You ever lose a pen? You ever been at work and you lose a pen? You like, I'll take somebody else's pen. I'll go get another pen. Oh, here's a pen right here. That's how breakups should be. All right? That's a fucking perfect analogy, G. Breakups, you should treat breakups like losing pens at work, G. You know what I'm saying? I used to lose pens all the time. Gee, every Sunday I used to go to the dollar store or the Walmart, and I used to go, when I was a finance manager, bro, and I needed pens. I would go buy a brand new pack of 24 pens every single Sunday, G. Because I knew I was going to lose them motherfuckers. I knew people was going to take them off my desk. I knew they was going to turn up missing. So I didn't care about them, G. I'm like, the one I'm writing with right now, I'm going to savor it. I'm going to treat it right. And I'm going to use it to the best of my ability. And I'm going to write with that motherfucker. But if I lose it, I ain't crying over it. I got another one. I can get a better one. You know what I'm saying? I had the little big pen. Now I got the goddamn Sharpie ballpoint 3.0 laser line pen. You can replace it with a better one, bro. That's how you need to look at breakups, bro. Because you guys... y'all be bent out of shape over these chicks, bro. And I'm laughing because I've been there, G. I've been bent out of shape, up every night, thinking about a chick, ego and pride too big to hit her up. You know what I'm saying? Like you burning up inside. Like you got your phone and you like, damn, I want to tell. Fuck that bitch, man. Damn, I don't want to look like a simp. Damn, maybe she got a nigga. Damn, I want to. Bro, I'm telling you, G. So, bro, the best advice I can give you, all right? The best advice I can give you for getting over a breakup is understanding that that woman do not care, bro. She does not care. She don't. I'm not about to give you a sob story, bro. All right? I'm not about to tell you, you know what I'm saying? I don't care, G. I'm going to be honest. I don't care about breakups. All right, guys, like, I think breakups is for kids, bro. Like, when you were younger, yeah, you could trip over Stacy in the 4th grade who didn't want to talk to you. Now she talking to little Jeffrey. She coloring with Jeffrey now. Now you burnt. You ain't got nothing else to think about in your life, G. That's the highlight of your day, coloring with Stacy. But as a grown man, bro, if you stuck and bent out of shape over a woman and you wasting your life force and your energy over some chick that ain't even thinking about you, G, you got a fucking mental fuck, bro. I'm going to be honest with you, G. All right, something's wrong, bro. Something is definitely wrong, bro. You got a bigger problem, G. All right? Because I see men let women stop them from being productive, bro. I see men let breakups make them get out of shape and shit. Bro, you go through a breakup, you should be in top tier shape after that, G. All right? All right, guys, like, I don't know, like, if any of you guys have known me for over a year, you'll see that my weight fluctuates a lot. You know, it fluctuates a lot. I go from anywhere between 185 to 215, bro, throughout the year, many times throughout the year. And I'm going to be honest, bro, sometimes it be because of breakups, G. If y'all ever see me just get big, G, over a couple of months, G, me and one of my main chicks just broke up, G, and I'm pissed. Yeah, if y'all ever see me, y'all be like, damn, bro, KD got big quick. G, me and that bitch just broke up, G. That bitch just left me, G. That's what happened. All right, guys, that's what happens. And a lot of you guys, y'all don't understand, bro. Or some of you guys know because y'all see celebrities go through this, but a lot of you guys don't get, bro. Even men that got game and that are attractive and are good with women, bro, women still leave them too, G. That's what you guys don't get, bro. Women still leave them too. All right? They still, bro, I'll tell you this. I'm good with women, G. I'm good with women. I may not be the most attractive man in the world, bro, but I am good with women. I know how to keep a woman around. I know how to fuck up her emotions to make her want me forever, bro. I understand the game. But they still leave me too, bro. I still get left too, G. All right? I'm giving you advice on how to get women. And I know all of my advice that I'm giving you making sense. But I still lose women too, bro. Like, you're not going to keep any woman around for the rest of your life. I don't care who you are, G. If Leonardo DiCaprio can't do it, if Jeff Bezos can't do it, if goddamn, who else? All these rich, successful men can't do it. If they can't do it, you can't do it, G. And some of y'all say, well, because most of those guys, those famous dudes are simps. Bro, even the players can't do it, bro. You cannot keep, bro, I just told you, I had a woman head over heels for me. 6 years, but she got tired of me cheating on her, bro. You know, any woman know me, I'm going to have other women. I'm going to have other women. That is inevitable. I let women know up front, I am going to have other women. You need to understand, as a man, I will deal with other women. All right, guys? So at some point, I will cheat. I will cheat. I have lost so many women because of that statement. Now, some women, I've told that to at the beginning stages, and they be like, all right, well, can you just treat me right and respect me? I'm like, yeah, I'm still fuck that bitch, but I'm going to treat you right and respect you. And they stayed. But then I've had some women that say, oh, no, I can't do that. If you're going to be messing with other women, I don't want, that's my dick. I don't want nobody else touching all this stuff. Bro, I am telling you, bro, you cannot please every woman. You can't make every woman happy. All right. And you are not going to keep every woman. So your best bet, when you get into relationships and you start dealing with women and you get into long-term relationships, short-term relationships, dating, whatever it is, bro, you have to program it in your head is this bitch will leave one day. You have to program that in your head. Let's say she never leaves. Let's say she never leaves and she stays with you forever to the day you die. All right, guys? To the day you die. I'm going to tell you first, that's an anomaly. That rarely happens. But you still need to bet on the chances. You are way safer betting on the chances. You are way safer betting on the chances that she may leave one day. Because they will, bro. 80% of divorces are initiated by women. Regardless of what the reason is. Women leave relationships. This is what you guys got to understand. When you can program this and ingrain this into your head, gee, you will stop giving a damn when these women leave. And also, as a result, guys, this is the most important thing I'm going to tell you today. When you stop giving a damn that they leave, they end up staying, bro. They end up staying, G. I cannot, bro. I have so many stories of this happening, bro. Of this situation, bro. I can't even think of a specific one right now, G. It's been so many times where I've let a woman know, either I've told her directly or I've shown her indirectly that I didn't give a damn whether she left or not. And those are the women that pine for me forever. Those are the women that still hit my phone up right now, even though they got men, even though they married, or even though they got boyfriends. And I haven't seen them in months or years for that matter. All right, guys, those are the women that are killed for me, bro. Those are the women that ain't going nowhere. Those are the women that will do anything to please you. When you can put it in her head that, bitch, I don't care if you go. You can leave if you want. All right, it's you actually winning if you stay. You losing if you leave, so you can dip. All right, guys, when you can grab your damn nuts and be able to tell that to a woman, I'm not saying you got to be disrespectful. I'm not saying that you got to be mean. I'm not saying that you got to be a tyrant and you got to be overly aggressive. But if you can let a woman know, baby girl, I love you to death, but if you want to dip, the door's right there. No harm, no foul. I'ma still live my life. If you can let a woman know that either directly or indirectly, bro, I guarantee you she's gonna stay around. And if she doesn't, she wasn't really rocking with you from the beginning, G. All right, fellas, I am telling you that 100%. 100%, guys. All right, because if a woman believes that your world will crumble if she left you, she will leave you. As ironic as that is. As fucked up as that sounds, all right? Welcome to female nature, all right, guys? Welcome to female nature. Welcome. All right, fellas, this is the dead honest truth. When she knows that your life will be over, when she knows that you can't survive without her, when she knows that she is the most important part of your life, She will leave you, G. She will cheat on you. She will lose respect for you. But when she knows that your life will be the same or even get better without her, she ain't going nowhere, G. She ain't going nowhere, fellas. All right? All right, man. I appreciate all the comments. Your videos are good. Some stuff I know because of my own experience, but some stuff I learned from your knowledge. Good stuff here. Hey, man, that's what I'm here for, bro. Hey, guys, don't forget top tier charisma, guys. Top tier charisma. We just restocked. For all you guys who have put in orders, I said this at the beginning of the live, but I'm going to say it again. For all you guys who have put in orders the past week, actually the past 3 or 4 days, those orders will be sent out this Monday. All right, we just restocked, got hundreds of bottles in. Over the past week, man, I have gotten so many orders. I'm gonna be honest, I have not been able to keep up with because I did not know that they were gonna be coming in like that this early, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, and that's good problems, G. Like I like those problems. That's good problems, you know. And I ain't gonna lie, man. The other day, I was panicking a little bit, man, because last Saturday and Sunday, bro, orders were coming in every 30 minutes. G, I was like, bro, what the fuck is going on, G? What is going on? But hey, man, that's good. I appreciate all you guys, man. That is good problems, fellas. And don't forget, top tier Superman. This is a summer fragrance. All right, guys, very masculine smell. Link is in the description. dtoptierman.com. A lot of guys have been asking me why is the Charisma my favorite and not the Superman. The Charisma is my favorite because it was made for me. And I like oud smells. Like, I don't know if any of you guys, are you fragrance guys out there, if you're considering, or if you are used to oud smells, but I like oud smells. You know, I like oud scents. And I like vanilla too, and the Charisma has a hint of vanilla. And really, the Charisma is actually my favorite because, like I told you guys before, just from that one experience, man, y'all know I ride motorcycles, and I was on my bike. I was leaving the gas station, and some chick, she like flagged me down as I was pulling out, and I stopped. She ran up to me, and she was like, hey, can you give me a ride around the corner to my friend? And I'm like, yeah, I'll give you a ride. And she was like half my size, so if you would try something, I'd just elbowed off the bike while I was moving. But yeah, I gave her a ride around the corner, and when we stopped at the light, she was like, oh my God, you smell so damn good. And I'm like, shit. She was like, do you have a girlfriend? She must love how you smell. Anyway, I got her number that day, you know. I never linked up with her because she was kind of weird. She was talking too much about horoscopes and shit, man. So I didn't really deal with her. But anyway, man. Yeah, bro. Charisma is a oud smell. I get the most compliments from that, probably because I wear it the most. The Superman, I still get compliments from. I get more compliments from that at the gym because that's why I usually wear the Superman. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like that's my gym fragrance. The Charisma I'll wear more, but yeah. It's very smooth smell, but that price. Man, I'm gonna be honest, G. You get what you pay for, my dog. You get what you pay for, bro. You know? And what I did right now, just for the price wise, guys, we actually have it discounted right now. The original price for the 2-ounce bottle, that's over, I want to say it's like 130, 150 for the 2-ounce bottle. But right now it's only 75 with free shipping. With free shipping. All right, guys. So you're really only paying about 64. All right, fellas, you're really only paying about 64. So price wise, compared to other fragrances in the market, and I'm telling you this from a guy who wears and who has a lot of different fragrances. My last a YSL bottle the size of this, you're gonna pay almost $200 for. The ones I get, 150 to 200 bucks. What's another one of my favorites? Spice Bomb. I'm paying about 100 to 130 bucks for. What's another one of my favorite? Invictus, 150, 200 bucks. What else, man? Barakat, bro, fucking Barakat, bro. That's like a $400 bottle. I bought one of those bottles for 400 bucks. You know, so price wise, bro, I guarantee you, price wise, best price point in the market right now, bro. Now, in a few months, I will go back up to normal price. So, guys, I'm just letting y'all know. And the reason why I'll be going back up to normal price is because These first few months of it, guys, I want to make sure I'm getting it to you guys at an affordable price. As these orders and sales go up and as the demand goes up, price will go up as well. So right now, it is at a discounted price, so y'all will get that. Free shipping also, so you don't have to worry about shipping. I'll take care of the shipping, and I'll get that out to you guys, all right? All right, fellas, I'm here. So I'm gonna answer about 3 or 4 more questions. All right, fellas. So y'all throw in the questions. All right, guys. I'm a Scorpio, so I tend to be introverted. Man, look. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna tell you, man. A lot of guys worry about approaching women in the gym, bro. Fellas, the gym is like the easiest place to approach women, bro. It's the easiest place. Cause like, look, bro, I'm gonna tell you why it's the easiest place. One, if you get rejected, can't nobody see, bro. Can't nobody see. Nobody notice you when you get rejected, G. If somebody notice you get rejected, that means because they watching the whole time, bro. But you can approach a girl real subtle, G. You know, real subtle. You know, because most of the time people gonna think y'all talking about the weights, y'all talking about a workout or something, G. So you don't have to worry about being embarrassed in front of other people. Another thing, G, like, it's just too relaxed of a situation, bro. It's too relaxed of a scenario for you to care. That is the best. Guys always talk about, I don't want to approach women in the gym because of this and because of that. Bro, that's all excuses to be a coward, G. All right? I have never had a bad experience approaching women in the gym. I made a video yesterday about, you know, approaching women at work and how you should be cautious of that. Yes, those are real precautions that you should take when approaching women at work. Real precautions. Because there are legalities and policies that can literally get you put in jail. All right, guys, for you approaching women at work. But at the gym, bro, the gym rules don't say you cannot approach women. You cannot flirt with women. Bro, that is your own limitation you're putting on yourself. When you say, oh, I saw a video of a guy and he got charged for sexual harassment and bro, that is a limitation you are putting on yourself. You are fabricating an excuse for you to be a coward and not approach a woman, bro. I approach women all the time, and not all the time, but when I do approach women in the gym, sometimes I get rejected, sometimes I don't. But it's never a negative consequence. If I get rejected, all right, guys, and this is going to relate to some of you guys not feeling as attractive or not thinking you're attractive as you actually are. When I get rejected, one thing I don't do is I don't start to doubt myself. I don't start to say, oh my God, I'm ugly. She doesn't like me. I don't do that. You know what I say? Fuck, her loss. She could have been with a real G. Her loss. I hope her boyfriend or whatever dude she talked to next is G, because she just missed out on a real one. G, I'm telling you, bro, that'll change your whole mindset about this whole get rejected thing. That's what I tell. I tell myself. G, she just missed out on a real G. All right? Cause I was gonna fuck her good, G. I was gonna provide an experience. I was gonna protect her better than any man in the world, G. She just missed out on some good jug. She just missed out on a lot of fun. She just missed out on a beautiful baby she could have had with me, G. She just missed out. That's how much confidence I got in myself. So I never feel discouraged. All right, I never start beating myself up. All right, guys. And another thing I do if I get rejected, I assess and I analyze the rejection. What did I say? What did I do? What type of energy was I giving off? Because there is a reason why she rejected me, G. All right? Because if I was good enough, or if I looked good enough, or if I said something better, or whatever would have happened, I would have got her. Because there's another man who can approach her and give exactly what she wants, and she'll give him her number. But I didn't get it. So why didn't I get it? Because she would not reject every man that would approach her that day. Only specific type of men. All right, fellas? So why did she reject me? Was it because my breath stank? No, I had gum in my mouth, so my breath was on point. All right, was my face clean? Yeah, my face was clean. All right, was my haircut? All right, my haircut was looking good. Was my clothes nice? All my clothes was nice. My shoes on point, shoes on point. What did I say? Oh shit, I was saying and I was stuttering and I didn't look confident. What was my eyes going? Oh shit, I couldn't even hold eye contact. I was looking down, I was looking around. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit, well, I was over validating her. I was focusing too much on her beauty and not just about actually just communicating like a human being. Oh shit, I was treating her like Queen Elizabeth instead of treating her like she's just a regular ass human being and her beauty ain't special and she the same as all these other chicks in the room. All right, guys, I assess the rejection. I assess the breakup. I assess the everything. All right, guys. I assess when I get ghosted. I assess these things. All right, fellas. All right, guys. So I have to get you to understand, fellas, rejection becomes, I'm not going to lie, bro. Rejection should become a game to you, bro. It should become a game. All right. It's not about not being rejected. You know, I want to go out there and see how many times I can get rejected. That's just going to make me better. Every time I get rejected, I can assess. And you know what you need to start doing, fellas? What you can do as a little game? Anytime a woman reject you, obviously if she reject you, she don't want nothing to do with you. So you can't mess up no more after that. You can say what you want after that, right? Right? She rejected you. So shit, you can say whatever the hell you want. That's why in the hood, you know, when you holler at a chick, you like, hey, Red, what's up, sexy? And she like, ugh. You know, most hood dudes are like, bitch, you ugly anyway. Cause he know he lost, so it's like I might as well go out like a champ, you know. I got the hiccups, guys. You know, I might as well go out with some fire. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna tell her she ugly anyway. You know, I might as well go out like some fire. So if you gonna get rejected, bro, ask the chick. Now don't tell her she ugly anyway, but ask her. Tell her, hey, I appreciate your time. I just wanted to know, why did you reject me? All right. And this is not to get her to talk to you. This is for you, G. This is for you. Ask her, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, you guys, first of all, you're not getting success with women, but then you got so much damn pride and you're so fucking arrogant that you think you are too good to do this shit. Do it. Ask her to her face. Ma'am, excuse me. Thank you for the rejection. I appreciate it. Can you tell me politely, why did you reject me? I don't want your validation. I just want to know what can I do so I can get your friend next, because I ain't trying to get rejected again. You ain't got to say that shit, but I'm saying you get my point. All right, guys. Ask people. A lot of you guys don't, you don't think you're attractive. You want to know. Ask people, G. Ask people. Ask women. Ask women. There are literally sites that you can go to where you can put in your pictures, the pictures that you put on your dating profiles or the pictures that you put on your Instagram, and you can submit these pictures and you will get real-time feedback from women on how attractive you are. All right, guys, 100%. I don't know the actual websites, but they are out there. All right, they are out there. Yeah, like the balloon pop challenge. That's a good example. You know, now the balloon pop challenge videos, I think those videos are stupid. Because I'm going to be honest, G. They better not ever put me on a balloon pop channel, bro. Or the balloon pop videos. Because as soon as them chicks start popping balloons, I'm going in on all of them, G. I'm roasting every single one of them. Because I've seen a couple guys do it, but that's something that these guys don't do, man. These women be thinking that they all that, they popping balloons. The niggas say, oh, yeah, I'm an entrepreneur. I make $150,000 a year. I drive a Corvette, you know, and I take care of my sick mom that's in the hospital. They popping balloons. Like, bitch, what? The nigga taking care of his mom, so you gonna pop the balloon? Niggas say, oh, I like reading and I like philosophy. They popping balloons. G, I'm telling you, bro, because I already know they gonna pop balloons on me, G. I already know, because I don't give a damn, G. I don't care about impressing none of them, so I will get the balloon pops, but I will go in on them, G. I will go in on all them chicks, because like my G just said just now, shout out to Michael, bro. All of them are usually ugly, single, baby mamas, bro, ran through. You know, I'm gonna be honest, I have never seen a decent woman on that show. And I'm not saying decent like a beauty-wise, because some of them be looking good as hell. But I'm talking about decent, like worth even dating, bro. All of them are just work for plate spinning, bro. Just being worth like rotation type stuff, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, bro, you want to know if you're attractive or not. If you don't think you're attractive, go ask women. All right, go ask people that you know. Go ask them. Hey, do you think I'm attractive? What's my rate me at 1 to 10? Okay, what can I work on? What can I get? Just like anything, you want to get better at anything in life, you need real feedback from people. A lot of you guys are just in your shell, all right, guys, and you're not getting real criticism and feedback from people. You got to get this in order to get better. That's the only way you're going to get better. Get feedback from people. As you're developing yourself, get feedback. Great feedback you can get is just to go out and approach women. Go out and approach women. All right? Go out and approach women. Go talk to women. All right? Go talk to women. You will get the feedback you deserve. If they reject you, it's something you need to work on. If they give you the number, hey, bro, you probably doing all right for yourself. All right, guys? Yeah, photo filler. Photofiller.com. Shout out to, who is that? Kesnel Mir? Hey, shout out to Kesnel Mir, man. Photofiller.com. All right, guys? So what you can do, all right, if you like not having good, successful women on dating apps, social media, whatever, submit your pictures. Photofiller.com. You can submit your pictures, and there will be women who will rate you and will give you feedback whether or not you're attractive, whether or not they will give you a chance, whether or not they will date you, bro. All right, guys, I am telling you. And another thing you can do, like Joel Breezy just mentioned, you can approach women. That will definitely find out just for sport. All right, guys, just for sport. I'm going to be honest. When I go to the mall, which I rarely do now, but when I go to the mall, I spit game. I approach women just for sport, bro. Just so I can keep my skills refined. Because like I told you guys earlier in the feed, whatever you don't work on, you will lose. Even game, bro. Even game. If you are a top tier RZR, and if you took 5 years off of RZR, when you try to get back in the dating game, bro, you gonna suck. Shout out to all the guys who've been in relationships for a while. You've been in a relationship for a while, you try to get back out there, bro, you're gonna suck. You are going to suck. All right, guys, you're gonna be nervous because the only woman you usually really, risen up is your chick. All right, guys, that's what happens to a lot of guys. So, guys, you want to get better at game, you want to get better at approaching women, go approach women for fun, for sport. And let's say you get no women that day. You get rejected all day. You're going to learn a lot, G. A lot. And if you paying attention and you taking notes, the next time you go out, G, you're going to be a goddamn sniper, bro. A sniper. All your skills going to be refined. All right, guys. All that nervousness, all that lack of confidence, all that stuttering is going to be refined. All right, fellas. So, guys, this is what I want to reiterate, guys. Couple things. All right, guys, couple things. You have to understand, fellas, a lot of you guys are way more attractive than you think. All right? Most of you guys, all you need to do is start getting your ass in the gym and start getting stronger, and you're going to start getting way more women. All right? I've seen so many guys, or I've had guys message me on Instagram since they've been watching my channel since 6 or 7 months ago, and have messaged me recently and said, KD, bro, I've been watching you. I started hitting the gym, and I'm getting attention from women like crazy. All right? What that told me is this motherfucker has already been attractive. He already had it. He just need to put a little bit of muscle on, and that's the one missing piece he needed. All right, guys? I am telling you, fellas, I am telling you, you are way more attractive than you think. You just need to put on some muscle. A lot of you guys are very attractive, but you're not attracting women because you look like a fucking girl. You look weak. She bigger than you. She got more muscles than you. She looks more physical. She looks like she got more physicality than you. All right? Most women do not want no pretty boy who weak as shit, bro. They don't. I'm telling you, bro. You may be good to look at or pleasing to the eye, bro, but on a sexual primal standpoint, bro, women love strength, dude. They love strength. This is why I'm always big on body game. This is why I'm so big on it. Some YouTubers are big on body game because they know that you guys want to hear that. And they know that it's a big deal, but they haven't really seen the benefits of body game, bro. Like they haven't experienced it, G. All right, guys, I'm telling you, bro, they have not experienced it. I'm coming from a position of body game where I have, like, cause some guys have seen body game work, but they've seen it work with other men. You know, like they seen the attractive guys or the jocks or the chads get the women. So they like, okay, now I see that it works. Bro, I have seen it from my personal experience, bro. 90% of the success that I have had with women has become from body game. Yes, when I got them, I had to rizz them up. I had to have the charisma. I have to know how to communicate and, you know, social skills. But bro, I get women because of my body game, bro. You know, when I'm leaving the gym and I got a good pump and I'm riding in the car with my shirt off with the windows down, I got women like breaking their necks trying to look in my car. When I'm on my motorcycle and I ain't got my shirt off, I got women damn near about to crash. Their husbands pissed off because, bro, I'm telling you, G. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. You know? And that's one of the places that I see the body game come into effect a lot when I'm on my bike, G. I'm telling you, bro, when I'm on my bike and I got my shirt off, G, helmet on, bro, I'm telling you, bro, women be in a car. I be seeing it, G, and I be laughing inside my helmet, G. I be seeing it. Women be in a car with their husbands looking like, what the, and their husbands, he nervous. He like, man, what the, this swole ass motherfucker on the bike, G. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro, I'm telling you. So anyway, fellas, all right, I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. This video will be uploaded on the channel so you guys can go back and check it out if you missed anything. I appreciate everybody who tuned in today, bro. Do you practice semen retention? Jeez. About stuff, bro. Never. You got, it's just when you have confidence in yourself, bro, you won't get embarrassed by stupid things, bro. Little stupid, minuscule things that happen throughout the day, bro. You won't care, G. You will not care. Anyway, somebody said they bought the charisma. Shout out to everyone who bought the charisma. Missed it. Who bought it? 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 Somebody said they bought it. I appreciate you for supporting, G. I appreciate it. This is the charisma, guys. If you don't know, top tier charisma, year round / winter, year round. You can wear this anytime. The only reason why I put / winter is because, you know, every cologne has a season. You know, every fragrance has a season. Even if you can wear it year round, every fragrance has a season. All right. So Simply D, shout out to you for that question. All right, guys. So let me see who else question I was gonna answer. Nahom had a question. Let's see. Where's Nahom's question? I gotta get better at this live feed, fellas. Are dating apps worth it? Nahom wanted to know, are dating apps worth it? Man, G. And this is the thing about dating apps, bro. I'm conflicted. Do you rock the charisma in the gym? Yes. Now look, I rock the Superman in the gym. All right. This is the one where, like, when I'm paying attention, when I'm like, okay, I'm getting ready for the gym, grab my cologne, boom, I gotta get the Superman. Blah, 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 blah. I'm actually about that. Cause this was gonna be my bottle. I ain't selling this bottle. This is my bottle. I'm gonna put it over here. But anyway, yeah. So the charisma. When I'm paying attention, I'm getting ready. It's the Superman, bro. Cause I know the Superman smells the best. You know, when you're sweating and stuff. But the charisma, man, it smells good in the gym too. But anyway, 2 more questions. I got Nahom's question, and I got Dwayne's question. So Nahom. Dating apps, it depends, bro. It depends on what you want, all right? Now, I will tell you this from my experience, all right, guys? 2 years ago, I did this, and I did this successfully with no effort involved, and I did this for the specific reason. Nahom, bro, if you want a rotation, if you want the quickest way to get a rotation and to build a roster, dating apps is the place. Dating apps is the place. It's high volume. It's a lot of women, a lot to pick from. All right, guys, you can get certain specific type of women you want. You can change the little critiques. She can be 4'7" to 5'5", or she can be 5'6" to 5'10". She can be Asian. She can be Filipina. She can be, you know, Muslim. She can be whatever you want. She can like pets. She can not like pets. She can want fun. She can want marriage. You can make it how you want. So if you want specific type of women in your rotation, that is the best place to be. Yes, you have to have good pictures. So like your boy said, go on photofiller.com. Any pictures you plan on putting on the dating apps, go put them in, submit them to that website, and the women will let you know whether or not they're attractive pictures. And they'll let you know. They'll be honest with you because they ain't got nothing to lose. They don't owe you shit. They ain't getting paid, so they'll be honest with you. But yeah, dating apps are worth it, bro. If you want a rotation. Because when I built my rotation, I used Hinge. I didn't use Tinder. I didn't use Bumble. I used Hinge. And I'm telling you, I had a different chick every couple days, bro. Every couple days. I would keep about 4 or 5 chicks on my rotation. All right, guys. And when one would drop, I would go get another one. Actually, when one would drop, I would have chicks on the Hinge that I didn't even respond to. Because I had a good strategy. Like my program, the strategy I had, bro, it was easy. I had the same strategy for every woman. All right. We will link up. I need a bitch with a case on her record. What? We will link up, like we will match on it. And this was my strategy, and this is what I would do, and it never fails. It never fails. So if you use a dating app, I'm about to give you a free fucking strategy that I've always gotten the number, and I've always gotten the date, and I have always gotten the box. Now, I don't even know if this shit still works, because this was just 2 years ago, and shit changes a lot very quick. But I'm going to tell you, this has worked for me. So we would match, all right? And when we would match, me and the girl would match on Hinge, I wouldn't immediately hit her up the first date, all right? Just don't do it, all right? I wouldn't immediately hit her up the first date, all right, fellas? Now, let me make sure I tag doing these questions so I don't forget. Yeah, so I wouldn't hit her up the first day. Don't hit her up the first day. You're going to look thirsty. You're going to look needy, all right? And you're not going to look important, all right? Wait a few days. I'll wait a few days, then I'll hit her up. And I'll send at least 1 to 3 messages, all right, guys? Write this down, 1 to 3 messages. I'll send message A. I'll say, hey, trouble. That's it. Hey, trouble. Hey, trouble. Meaning, hey, trouble, hey, trouble. Meaning she's trouble. You know what I mean? Now, I'm going to be honest. My homeboy told me to do this. And he a stone cold killer. Real player. He told me to do this. And I didn't think it worked, but it works. So I say, hey, trouble. Or I'll say something along the lines of, not going to lie, you probably one of the prettiest chicks I see on here. Now, yes, it is validation, but it's very subtle. And you can only really do this is if you're attractive. If you're not attractive, bro, this is not going to work. Very simple. Hey, I just want to let you know, I ain't going to lie, you one of the prettiest chicks I've seen on here. All right, guys, straight up. All right, 100%. Or if I want to do one of those, I'll respond to one of their prompts that they got. On Hinge, they put the prompts up there. I respond to one of those. All right, fellas. And then she will reply. If I said, hey, trouble, she'll probably say, oh, I'm not trouble, or you're trouble, or you look like trouble, or something like that. Or they'll say, I'm more trouble than you know, or do you want to get into trouble? Something sexual, something like that. And if I tell them, you probably one of the prettiest girls I see on here, they'll be like, oh, thank you, you're handsome. Oh, thank you, you look good too. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That was very genuine, something like that. Because if you're not attractive, bro, it's not going to look genuine. It's not. It's not going to look genuine. Okay, guys? It's not. So you got to be attractive if you pull this off. And then the other one, if you comment on something that she does, or, one of her pictures or one of the prompts, then obviously that's a conversation starter. All right, fellas? So after that initial message, and I get the response from her, I don't go into any other dialogue other than one specific message. And that is, I am interested in getting to know you more. All right, guys? I am interested in getting to know you. I am interested in getting to know you. Here is my number. Shoot me a text sometime. That's all I say. I don't ask her for her number, G. I just don't. I don't ask her for a number. I put myself in a position of authority when I say, here's my number. You text me when you feel like it. All right, guys? They always text me. They always text me, because when you can do that, you are showing her that you are confident. Like, bitch, you gonna text me? I know you gonna text me. That's the energy I used to give off, G. That is the energy I used to give off, you know? So I never ask them for their number. I never say, I'm interested in you. Can I have your number? Can I have your Instagram? No, I give them mine. I give them mine. And I leave it up to them to text me. And the reason why, mainly why I used to do that, is because I know if I give them my number and they text me, they're interested. They're interested. Because some chicks just give out their number just for men to text them so they can get validated. All right, guys? But if you give her your number and you tell her to hit you up and she goes out of her way to hit you up, gee, trust me, if they go out of their way to hit you up 5 minutes after you done gave them the number. Some of them would take like a day. You know, someone wouldn't text me till the next day. Someone would text me later at night. But some of them would text me. Oh, screen froze again, guys. But anyway, someone would wait till later in the day. Someone would text me later that night. You know, someone would text me a week later, you know, but the ones with high interest, they would text me that day. And that's how I can decipher between the interest level. I knew if I gave her my number and as soon as she saw that number, she put it in her phone and text me, she got high interest, G. All right. If it took her a few days to hit me up, she must ain't got high interest. It might be medium to low. If she don't never text me, the interest wasn't that high. She just wants somebody to talk to her on a date now while she bored. All right, guys, so you got to, this is a good way to understand it. All right, guys, good way to understand it. And then she hit me up and I got the number. Then I set up a date, all right, and I get the box. So it is that easy. I use the same strategy, bro, the same wordplay with every fucking chick, bro. If I still had that dating app and I showed you all my messages, bro, you'll see hundreds of messages, me telling women the same thing. You know, I was lucky that none of them chicks knew each other. Some of them probably did, but I was lucky that none of them knew each other and talk to each other about me, because they would be like, damn, he used the same words with both of us and got us. Because I used the same shit, bro, the same stuff, G. And I kept a rotation. So that would be the only case where I say dating apps are necessary, all right? Let's move on. All right, last question of the day. Do we need a king? A girl I work with be giving me mad choosing signals. And last week I asked for her IG. And she never followed me back. Thoughts? Man, I wouldn't worry about her following you back, to be honest with you. I got women who I was smashing, bro, for months and they never followed me on social media. My girl don't even follow me on social media, bro. I got 55,000 subscribers, 55,000 subscribers on Instagram. And my chick don't even follow me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, some chicks, bro, they don't follow dudes because they got men, they got boyfriends, and they don't want the boyfriend to know that she's messing with dudes. Because if a new dude pop up on her following list and she talking to a dude and he see that, bro, she in trouble. You know, some women, if they get serious with you, and this may not be your situation, but my girl don't follow me, and my girl, she got a private page. Like my girl, she don't do all that stuff. She don't even be on social media like that. But she don't follow me, and me and her agree. She don't follow me because other women gonna find her, you know, and find out who she is. And we don't want them problems. All right, guys, we just don't want them problems. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't be too big on her following you. Now, if she ghosted you, that would be a big deal, you know. But maybe she don't want to follow you, G. Or maybe you just not that guy, bro. Sometimes you're just not that guy, and her following you is not worth it. But I wouldn't be too concerned on following, bro. You know, most of the women that I deal with, they don't follow me on social media. Most of the women I deal with, they'll see my social media and they wouldn't care to follow. What's the point? Why do they need to follow my social media? They following me, G. All right, fellas. So, I mean, a woman not following you, I wouldn't put too much significance on that. Yeah. Should I have asked her for her number? Because I feel like that's what you want, bro. You want to come off as bold, G. You're thinking like a woman, all right? That's how women think, all right? I'm going to be honest with you. Since you care and you're asking this question, women think like that. I don't want to do this because I don't want to be too bold. You know, I don't want to approach him because I don't want to look too forward. I don't want to ask him out because I don't want to be too forward and transparent. G, you're being a fucking female, all right? Women love men who are fucking bold and who will say whatever the hell is on their damn mind, bro. I have gotten way more box being bold than I have gotten from being timid, all right? 100%. You have to change the way you think. You are thinking like a woman, G. You are thinking, or come off as a hoe. Fuck coming off as a hoe. Women love hoes, G. You guys need to really change how you think about women, bro. You think women look at you how you look at women. You know what I'm saying? Like a woman will tiptoe around certain things to not come off as a hoe. Because she know a woman being a hoe is demeaning. A woman will tiptoe around certain things to not come off as too bold. Because she know men don't like arrogant women. But as a man, women love arrogant men. They love bold men and they love sexual men who got a lot of bodies on them, bro. A lot of bodies. Bro, when I give women that I deal with, okay, when I give, yes, somebody has to be the dominant one, exactly. When I give women that I deal with the idea that I got other women, bro, they want me more. They're chasing me more. All right. When I used to have a rotation, as I mentioned earlier in the video when we were talking about dating apps, you know, I used to do shit on purpose when women would come over, bro. Like, some women would leave lingerie at my crib sometimes, and what I would do, I'd wash it, of course, but I'd wash the lingerie, and I'll just leave it on the floor in my closet in a random fucking spot, because I knew the next chick would go walk in my closet, and she would see it, and she would ask me, who you got over here? And I only did that to let her know that there's other bitches in my life, and she better step her game up. And that raised her competition anxiety, and that made her treat me better, and she was way more submissive. You gotta stop thinking like a woman. You got to stop thinking like a woman. This is why a lot of guys don't have successful women, because they don't want to come off as too bold. They don't want to come off as too arrogant. They don't want to be too abrasive, you know, and too flamboyant and too masculine and too aggressive. Gee, that is what women are crying their fucking eyes out saying that they want from men. But men don't understand this, bro. They don't. The reason why my women don't go anywhere, and if they do go anywhere, they always come back. The reason why is because they deal with other dudes, and they come back to me, and I already know they say, man, the niggas is too soft. They too passive. They don't say what's on their mind. They don't keep it real. They don't keep it real. I tell my women, if you don't sexually satisfy me, I will go fuck another chick. If you don't treat me right, I will go find another woman. If you don't stay in your place and follow my program and act right, I will replace you. And they fucking love it, G. They love it. They love it. They may not like it. They may hate me, but they fucking respect it, G. And they don't go anywhere. Because one, most men are too passive and too scared of losing a chick to be honest and say what's really on their mind. All right? And two, it taps into primal attraction. Women desire dominant men. Women want you to walk up to her, tell her you're attracted to her, and ask her for her number. All right, guys? And if she rejects you, it probably wasn't the right time. You're probably not the guy for her. But you are better off being bold. You are better off being bold. You are better off saying the exact truth that you think in your mind than being passive and not wanting to offend her. Or not, bro, women, bro, I've offended so many women, G. Y'all know, y'all watch my content. Most women call me a damn misogynist, bro. Most women call me toxic. But they don't go anywhere, G. They always there when I call. Always. All right, fellas? But anyway, shout out to Dwayne for asking that question. That was a great question, bro. That was a great question. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys for tuning in today, fellas. I do appreciate you guys. All right, we are going to be ending the stream. All right, fellas. Once again, don't forget, next week, every Saturday, fellas, every Saturday, 7 p.m., I will be going live, gaming you guys up. Next week, guys, next week is going to be a really, really good one, fellas. All right, next week is going to be great. We're going to talk more about handling rejection, guys. All right, getting over breakups, being more confident, all that stuff. All right, fellas. And as you know, bring your questions next week. All right, fellas, because these lives, the purpose of my lives is to answer you guys' questions. That's it. All right. I don't want nothing else. I just want to answer you guys' questions. All right, fellas, I want to answer you guys' questions. I want to keep you guys updated on what's going on because I want you to get the best results in every area in life, especially with women. All right, fellas. So it's your boy KD, man. Thanks for tuning in. We out. Oh, man. Y'all better get off that semen retention stuff, man. Y'all better listen to me when I'm talking, man. For real.